Even though we have Bible readings in our Holy Kurbana, there are not that many good sermons to listen to, or there are no Bible studies. But we have sacraments. And on all sacraments, a key part is reading from the Bible. But we have to have a balance of both. Study from the Bible and the Holy participation in the Holy Sacraments, and especially Holy Eucharist. Without one, the other is not effective. Next we will talk about icons. Why do we have icons? Are they biblical to have icons in the church? Or do they object the second commandment? First of all, icons create an atmosphere of worship. Can you imagine this church without any of the icons? Will you feel that same reverence and spirit of worship without those icons? No, because we are still in the body and we need something to see. We need something to focus on. We need to feel the presence of God and the saints and Saint Mary and the angels to make us or give us that feeling of worship. So that is the importance of icons. An early church used icons effectively in worship, both in worship and learning. Learning is the second important use of icons, because in early church, people were not that educated. Most people were illiterate. They couldn't read. They couldn't read Bible, and they couldn't read about Gospels, the life of Jesus or anything. But most of these icons usually depict a story or an event. So looking at that icon, we will know who that person is and what event is represented. And during the time of Emperor Leo III in the 88th century, all icons were destroyed. It's called iconoclasm. Iconoclast. And icons don't violate the second commandment. Why? Because God himself commanded a bronze serpent to be made by Moses. Was that idol worship? Because that bronze serpent was representing Jesus on the cross. That's why we raise Golgotha in the middle of the church during Lent. But that is not considered idol worship, because that is commanded by God. That is representing something. If an icon is representing something divine, it cannot be considered as idol worship. I have one more topic left about Virgin Mary. We give so much honor to Saint Mary in our church. And it is said that when Saint Thomas founded 7.5 churches in Kerala, all of them were founded in the name of Saint Mary. And we can see so many symbolic representations of Saint Mary in the Old Testament. The Ark of the Covenant, the burning bush, Jacob's ladder. And we consider her as the Queen of Heaven, as a second Eve. I don't have time to explain all this. When we say the Kuklion for Saint Mary, we sing, "See the royal daughter stand." That is showing her royalty. And she is considered as the second Eve, because the first Eve caused man to fall. Second Eve, Saint Mary, caused the redemption or salvation. And she is to be called Mother of God, or Theotokos. As you already heard, about the Nestorian heresy and the Council of Ephesus. Who was the Holy Father who defended against Nestorianism in the Council of Ephesus in 431? You remember that? How many? Saint Cyril? Yeah. Saint Cyril was the Holy Father. He was the patriarch of Alexandria. And we consider Saint Mary as ever virgin. Even before Jesus' birth and after Jesus' birth, her virginity was protected. Like the gate which is described in Ezekiel's vision in Ezekiel chapter 40. So that's all I have. Thank you for listening.